Back at Burger King Stadium, Ragsdale Field on the campus of Columbus State. Connor Laspina. Correction, I'm sorry. The starting pitcher for Flagler today is Nathan Henderson. Henderson comes into action today. He has not posted a win or a loss yet, a 0-0 record, but he does have a stellar 1.23 ERA, 14 2/3 innings, only 6 hits allowed, only 2 earned runs allowed, 7 walks, and 22 strikeouts in those 14 2/3 innings. He is a righty. Takes his final warm-up pitch. He'll face the lineup. David Meadows will lead off for the Cougars. He's the third baseman. Isaac Bouton will be batting second, the shortstop. Robert Brooks, the catcher, is third. Bryson Horn, the first baseman, will hit cleanup. Drew Webb will follow him, the right fielder. Left fielder Dane Bullock will follow Webb in the order. Will Wilbanks will DH today, and he will bat seventh. Matthew McDade will hit eighth, the second baseman, and the center fielder Connor Curley will bat ninth. As David Meadows prepares to step in for the Cougars. He wears number 7, a right-handed hitter. And the impressive numbers from Nathan Henderson. We'll see what he does with this Cougar lineup. First pitch at the knees for strike one. And the second pitch from Henderson paints the corner on the outside for strike two. So quickly in a hole is David Meadows. Check swing. The umpire says no, he did not go down at first base. A nice breaking pitch just off the plate outside. Meadows able to hold up the swing. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on a fastball. He struck him out. So after one hitter, Nathan Henderson living up to that billing that he's got, those impressive numbers that he brings into the action today here in Columbus.
Now batting number 2, Isaac Bouton.
Isaac Bouton, the shortstop, and I apologize for mispronouncing his name earlier a couple of times. That's what you get when you get a fill-in. He takes a pitch just off the outside corner and a little bit up for ball one. Bouton, 237 hitter, takes strike one. Nine for 38 on the year with a double. And there's a line drive out to center field. That's going to hang up, though. And the center fielder had him played perfectly. That is Adam Mitchell out there in the middle garden. And he gloves that one for the second out. And quickly, 2 batters up and 2 batters down for the Cougars. And that will bring up the catcher, Robert Brooks. Robert Brooks comes in at 265 on the season, 9 for 34. He has a triple and 4 RBIs so far this year. Takes ball one off the outside corner. Brooks, a right-handed hitter. And the pitch from Henderson is fouled off the right side. And it evens the count at a ball and a strike. First day we've had sunshine here in Columbus, Georgia since last Saturday. And the delivery, check swing, foul ball's going to stay foul outside first base. That one had a lot of spin on it. And that put Brooks in the hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. He didn't mean to there. That's one thing that Nathan Henderson has done so far. He's gotten ahead of hitters. And there's a breaking pitch off the outside corner in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on base here for the Cougars. Flagler got a run in the top of the first inning. And Nathan Henderson doing his best to keep the Cougars from responding. And there is the 2-2 pitch is low and away for ball 3. And this is the first deep count that Nathan Henderson has had Brooks should get a pitch to hit here on the 3-2 count. The delivery. The line drive over the third baseman's head into left field. Brooks will round first base hard, and he'll put on the brakes and come back in for a solid single to left field. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Bryson Horn. Horn is the leading hitter for the Cougars. Left-handed hitter is hitting .400 on the year. He's 16 for 40. He's got 10 runs scored, 4 doubles, a pair of homers, and 9 RBIs. His 9 RBIs tied for second on the team behind Dane Bullock, who has 11. Swing and a miss at a high and away fastball. Probably wants that one back a little aggressive right there from Horn, as that one was up and out of the strike zone, and it's a no balls and a strike. Not a big lead over at first. There is a high fly ball sailing foul over toward the tennis courts off the third base side here at CSU. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Horn going to have to battle now from an 0-2 count with a tough righty on the mound. Two outs. And there is a off-speed pitch that bounces up there for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first for the Cougars. The pitch, just off the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nathan Henderson wanted that one. He had a little bit of a long look in at the plate umpire, as he thought that one might have nipped that outside corner, but it was away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Breaking ball driven deep to right field. That ball is foul. Plenty of distance for Bryson Horn there. He drilled that one. It hit the fencing around the softball field, but it just got outside the foul pole. It was hooking the whole way. Didn't know if it would be able to stay fair, but it was certainly driven. And he will come back with another 2-2 pitch. The stretch and the pitch. Driven down the left field side this time. That one's curling. It's going to land on top of the batting cages. Down the left field side. And we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first is Robert Brooks. He was on with a base hit. Cleanup hitter Bryson Horn trying to do some damage for the Cougars here in the bottom of the first. Henderson, stretch, and the pitch. There's a way that ball is driven deep to left field, but it's going to stay in the ballpark. And it'll be gathered in by the left fielder, Laspina, short of the warning track in left field, and that's 3 away. So nothing doing for the Cougars. No runs on a hit. No errors and a runner left on base for CSU in the bottom of the first inning. After 1 inning of play, it's Flagler 1, CSU nothing. We'll be back in just a moment here at Burger King Stadium.
Attention please, the concession stand is now serving hot dogs and hot chocolate. Please make your way down to the concession stand for all your concession needs. Thank you.
Yeah, I see it. It's shading it for you. No, that was on my list to go try to fix, but I ran out of time. Yeah. So I said, this is what it's going to be like today. Got to do with what you got to do with it, right? And welcome back to Ragsdale Field, Burger King Stadium here on the campus of Columbus State University. Again, a brisk afternoon here in Columbus, Georgia. 48 degrees at first pitch, and it'll only get cooler as we go along. Jalen Latta, first pitch to J.T. Marr, the designated hitter for the Saints. And second pitch to him is also out of the zone for ball two. Marr comes in at 314 on the season. 11 for 35, a double, a triple, and 5 RBIs. Left-handed hitter versus the lefty, Jalen Latta. 2 balls and a strike. That ball is at the knees on the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. One thing about Latta, he's not necessarily going to wow you with a ton of velocity, but he can locate pitches where he wants them. And there is a swing, a half swing. He couldn't make up his mind. A good breaking pitch from Jalen Latta. It actually would have ended up off the plate outside, but Marr could not hold his swing. And the first out is recorded here in the top of the second inning for CSU. And that will bring the third baseman, Josh Schroeder, to the plate for Flagler. He takes the first pitch down low for ball one. Schroeder comes in at 220 on the season, 9 for 41 with a run scored and 1 double, and 6 RBIs. Right-handed hitter. The 1-0 pitch from Latta on the outside corner. Painted the outside corner with that pitch. It's a ball and a strike. 1 away. Bottom of the second inning, Flagler leading 1-0. Latta delivers. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 away. Here in the top of the second inning. The Latta delivery, breaking pitch just stays off the plate. Nice pitch right there. Broke a little bit late. That may have cost him a strike call there, as it didn't quite catch the corner. The 2-2 delivery as Latta works quickly, fouled straight back into the screen. And it'll remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Latta. High fly ball to left field. This ball's put in play. We got somebody there, though, and he takes care of it as Dane Bullock runs that one down. Tosses it back into the infield for the second out of the inning. As Latta is very efficient in the first 2 at-bats of this second inning. And that'll bring up John Fiorenza, the catcher for the Saints. Fiorenza hitting .250 coming into today's action. 8 for 32 with 3 runs scored, a double, a homer, and 5 RBIs. Another right-handed hitter. First pitch from Latta was a strike. Second pitch to Fiorenza is also a strike on that outer half of the plate. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. And Jalen Latta is dealing here in the second inning, getting ahead of hitters, and that's a big plus for him. That ball is drilled, but right at third baseman David Meadows, and he will throw across for the third out. So a quick, good, efficient inning for Jalen Latta and the Cougars. And they'll get right back in and try to get something done on offense against Nathan Henderson. We'll take a break. We'll be back to Ragsdale Field in just a moment. And we are back at Ragsdale Field and Burger King Stadium at Columbus State. The Cougars coming to the plate in the bottom of the second inning, trailing 1-0. Right-hander Nathan Henderson on the mound for Flagler. And his first pitch is low and away. To Drew Webb. The 1-0 delivery. High fly ball, that's going to curl foul over the right side out into the street. And it's a ball and a strike to the Cougars right fielder. Webb out of Brookstone. Swing and a miss at a good breaking pitch from Nathan Henderson. Webb, one of a number of local players on this CSU roster. Another breaking pitch stays high and inside to Webb. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The wind in the 2-2 pitch. Another breaking ball bounced over to the left side. It's gloved by the third baseman. Kind of a look what I found bounce right there. But he makes the play across, makes it look easy after the somewhat serendipitous grab of that short hop. And there's one away here in the bottom of the second inning, and that'll bring up Dane Bullock, the left fielder. Bullock comes into today's action hitting .324, 12 for 37 on the season, 5 doubles, a homer, and 11 RBIs, the leading RBI man for this Cougar offense. Bullock out of Fayetteville, Georgia, and a product of Gordon State Junior College. Gordon has built a nice program here in the state of Georgia in junior college baseball. Good connection for CSU. First pitch to him is low and away for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball is going to stay downstairs, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. I think Henderson wanted that one, but I think his catcher helped to make that one look better than it was as he framed that one up. And that pitch is low and away off the plate outside, and for the first time, Nathan Henderson is behind a hitter 3-0. Early in the game here, I would venture to guess that Bullock doesn't have the green light, but we'll see. If he gets a fastball to his liking, he might have license to crank here. The delivery, the 3-0, is that fastball. And it's 3 balls and a strike. And the 3-1 pitch. Lined up the middle sharply for a base hit. The outfield had him play way around to hit to the opposite field. And that one almost got in the gap. As the left fielder came over from, he was more playing left center. The center fielder was over toward right center, had a long way to go. He cut that one off, got it back to the infield. So the Cougars in business with a base runner, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And Will Wilbanks, the designated hitter, steps in for the Cougars. Left-handed hitting Wilbanks. Takes ball 1 off the plate outside.